So we've been road testing some manifesto promises on health, housing and childcare. We've added the party logos so you know which party is making the promise. And what better way to get around Essex than in a white van? Simon Dedman has been at the wheel.
The campaign tour to Essex. I'm road testing some of the main parties' pledges with voters in the know. First stop Harlow to talk housing with the man who was once head of the council's planning department.
Hello Alan, hi, I'm Simon Dedman.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
He is part of a local party not standing in the general election.
Are you ready, Alan?
Yep. But Alan Leverett is helping me unravel what the main parties have to offer.
There aren't enough houses in Harlow in terms of that we've got obviously new companies coming to Harlow and more people being employed around Harlow. Social housing is a big issue. We've got about 4,000 on the waiting list. We've not been building any new council houses.
So Alan, what do you make of the main parties' pledges for house building nationally? Do you think they'll be able to actually meet the target? That's the Conservative one, the Lib Dems one is slightly more ambitious.
It's not a target for them, it's already there in the local plans for all the local authorities. We've got 16,000 in ours, the other authorities have all got houses in theirs. They've probably got those houses.
£75 billion for 100,000 council homes? Right amount of money?
Might build the homes, won't build all the infrastructure that goes around it.
So you're not impressed by any of them?
No, not at all, not at all.
Next stop, the new medical school in Chelmsford. Staffing shortages are a big problem for the NHS, so I've come to talk to the nurses and medics of tomorrow to see what they make of the manifesto measures.
We need to really bring in a bursary again. A lot of people can't really afford it. I wouldn't be able to afford doing this course that I'm on without the support that I've had from my boyfriend and my family. And obviously that's something that the Conservatives are now offering, bringing that back in.
The only one for me is the middle one that says they're going to increase the places from 3,500 to 5,000 to again address the GP crisis. But again, how many of those are going to go into general practice? So I think it is quite difficult to put a raw number on that.
A 1p rise on income tax, who's that going to affect? And pledging 26 billion a year in terms of just raw funding. Same with the middle one, also pledging 26 billion. The interesting one is that obviously the end one where they're saying 50,000 new nurses, which is actually 18,000 retained, thereabouts. The NHS is hemorrhaging nurses, it's like a colander holding water. I think 50,000 nurses is not even a drop in the ocean.
So overall on offer here, which policy do you think is the best? Well, that's unanimous.
That was Labour's policy, but not all of them say they will be voting for the party.
This general election has been dubbed the Brexit election, and as I've been travelling around Essex for the past few weeks on the election campaign, I must say the B word has been what voters have mentioned to me the most.
But what about childcare? Currently, every 3 to 4-year-old gets at least 15 hours free a week, and some can get 30. Parents here in Colchester say they have to put more in the pot. The three main parties are offering more.
This is a huge improvement on either side because the first policy gives you 30 hours free childcare for children from 2 years old, which is fantastic because at the moment we have to wait till they're 3 unless we're unemployed. Whereas the other policy actually allows us to go back to work from 9 months old, which is when your maternity leave's finished.
The middle one I particularly like during the holidays because we have a 6-year-old as well as this one. And at the moment I don't work, and something that I would be looking for is to have some extra help during the school holidays.
Manifestos matter. They help people make governments keep their word. But the word that might steer how many vote this week is Brexit.